The morning light streamed through the wide glass windows of the Bloomfield mansion, touching the polished marble floors that reflected wealth in every corner. But behind that shine was a woman named Lena, a maid whose worn-out hands told a story of struggle, sacrifice, and silent dignity. For the rich, mornings meant breakfast in bed. For Lena, mornings meant scrubbing floors before the sun even stretched its arms. Her employer, Mrs. Veronica Chase, was one of the richest women in town, elegant, powerful, and cold as the diamonds on her wrist. "Lena!" she shouted one morning. "Why is this mirror not spotless? I can see your reflection, not mine!" The guests laughed. Lena lowered her head, blinking back tears. She hadn't eaten since last night, yet she managed to whisper, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll fix it right away." Veronica smirked. "Maybe you should fix your life instead." That single line cut deeper than any wound. But what Veronica didn't know was that the woman she was mocking today would one day stand in front of her again, not as a maid, but as a savior she didn't deserve. Because fate doesn't always knock politely. Sometimes, it storms in wearing karma's shoes. Scene 1. The silent struggle. Lena had been working at the Bloomfield mansion for 2 years. Every day started before dawn and ended long after everyone slept. Her hands were cracked from detergents, her back ached, but her spirit never broke. She often whispered to herself, "One day I'll have a better life. One day, I won't be invisible." But that one day always felt far away. At home, her small apartment was filled with love despite the poverty. Her daughter Mira, just 12, always greeted her with a tight hug. "Mama, when will you rest?" she'd ask. "After your dreams come true," Lena would reply. Every penny Lena earned went to her daughter's schooling. Mira was bright. She wanted to become a doctor. That dream was Lena's only fuel. Scene 2. The cruel party. One evening, Veronica hosted a charity gala at her mansion, a night filled with glittering gowns and hollow smiles. Lena worked tirelessly, balancing trays and cleaning up champagne spills. During the event, a guest accidentally spilled wine on Veronica's expensive dress. Furious, she turned and saw Lena nearby. "You!" she shouted. "What did you do, you clumsy fool?" Lena froze. I didn't, ma'am, don't talk back," Veronica barked. "You can't even serve properly. I should have known better than to hire someone from the slums." The hall went silent. Everyone stared. Lena's cheeks burned as tears welled up. Instead of defending herself, she bowed her head. "I'm sorry, ma'am." Her humility only made Veronica more bitter. "Pack your things after tonight. You're done here." Lena quietly finished the night, her tears falling into the mop water. Scene 3. The fall days turned into weeks. Lena struggled to find work. With no income, she couldn't pay rent. One rainy evening, she and Mira were evicted. They sat on a park bench, soaked and shivering. "Mama," Mira whispered, "don't cry. I'll study hard. I'll help us." Lena forced a smile. "You already helped me, my heart." That night, Lena prayed silently under the streetlight. "God, I don't ask for much, just one chance to prove my worth again." And destiny was listening. Scene 4. The second chance. A week later, Lena saw "Help Wanted" sign outside a small local cafe. The owner, Mr. Raymond, noticed her trembling hands and tired eyes. "Ever worked in a cafe before?" he asked. "No, sir, but I learned fast," she replied softly. He smiled. "You're hired." For the first time in months, Lena felt hope. She worked with honesty and care. Soon, customers began to notice how spotless the cafe was and how kind Lena was to everyone. Business started improving. Mr. Raymond, impressed, decided to promote her to manager. "You turned this place around, Lena," he said. "You have a gift, heart." Scene 5. Fates return to years past. The cafe grew into a small restaurant. One afternoon, a luxury car stopped outside. A woman stepped out, dressed in designer clothes, but her eyes looked tired. It was Veronica Chase. Her business had collapsed due to fraud by her business partner. Her mansion was sold. Now, she was struggling to adjust to her new, modest life. She entered the restaurant, unaware of who owned it. A gentle voice greeted her. Good afternoon, ma'am. Table for one? Veronica looked up and froze. Lena stood before her, calm and graceful, wearing a manager's badge, the same maid she once humiliated. Veronica stammered. Alina? Yes, Mrs. Chase, Lena said with a polite smile. It's good to see you again. Veronica lowered her eyes. I'm sorry for everything I said. You didn't deserve that. Lena nodded softly. We all make mistakes. Please have a seat. Lunch is on the house. As she served Veronica, she spoke kindly, never with revenge, only with grace. Scene 6. Redemption. Veronica ate silently. The food was simple but warm, much like Lena's heart. Tears rolled down her cheeks. You're stronger than I ever was, she admitted. I had everything, but I lost it because I looked down on people like you. Lena smiled. And I gained everything when I stopped looking down on myself. That day, Veronica offered Lena a business partnership using the small savings she had left. Together, they expanded the cafe, turning it into a community space that helped poor women find jobs and dignity. Dizzy Epilogu. Years later, Golden Hearts Cafe became a symbol of hope in the city. On its walls hung a plaque that read, True richness lies not in what we have, but in how we treat those who have less. Lena often looked at it and smiled. Her daughter Mira was now in medical school, her dreams finally within reach, and Veronica? She worked humbly beside Lena, her arrogance replaced by gratitude. Because sometimes, life's greatest wealth isn't gold or luxury, it's the grace to forgive, and the strength to rise after being looked down upon. Money can buy comfort, but only kindness earns respect. Never underestimate those who serve you, for tomorrow, you might need their grace to survive.